why would y'all post this? Seeing that dynamic, I was triggered. I'm a Megan, and I've had a lot of friends like B. Simone. How it bothers her when people don't consider her the same way she considers them. I was best friends with somebody that I believe never truly liked me in the first place. I tried to call her, found out I was blocked. Tried to look her up on social media, found out I was blocked. And I'm like, what did I do? The hardest heartbreak I ever had to go through, acting as if I did not exist. Talk about mind tricks. I'm such a loyal person. I'm not walking away from people that I love. The Lord makes those people that I love walk away from me. It's just kind of like breaking up with a partner. It's never easy to do, but it has to be done. If you're ever in a predicament where you are questioning the love that somebody has for you that's supposed to be locked in, friends that he's bringing me now, I see why that had to happen. Good morning, Bookies. It is Vlogtober day 20. Y'all, we are almost done, and I am so freaking excited about it. And so come with me for another car chat on my way to work. Y'all, it's going to be so different today having my hair in front of my face like this. I be trying to practice having hair in front of my face like this because, one, I'm not used to it, so I need to get used to it. And then, two, I do want the diva cut. Is that what it's called when it's like the hair is like this, but it's like also big on the sides and stuff? And so, yeah, I didn't feel like doing anything to my hair today, so I got like this little wrap on and I got like the curls up, and I really be loving this look on me. And so we're just going to make it do what it do. But y'all, what I wanted to talk about today, and I real life want y'all to talk to me in the comments. I love the Know For Sure podcast. Like, but the second that it started, I was hooked on the Know For Sure podcast, right? I got an inbox last night from one of my bookies that was like, hey, have you heard about Know For Sure? And I'm like, no, what's up? Child, she was telling me that they are canceling the podcast. Is that true? She told me that they're canceling the podcast, or at least they're thinking about it. I don't remember which one she said. That they're canceling the podcast. She was like, they're no longer following each other on Instagram. What else? They took the podcast out their bio, and y'all, I confirmed it. I went to their pages, and like, that's all true. How do y'all feel about that? And outside of that, like, how do y'all feel about their friendship? Because let me tell you something. When I first saw their friendship dynamic, it was cool and it was cute, and the only reason that I liked it is because I thought that they had got to a level. Wow. Okay. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, because I thought that they had got to a level and a point where they understood each other's love languages and they learned how to love one another. So I thought it was a great friendship because that's the perception that I got. Clearly that's not the case, because have y'all seen that episode? They actually took it down, y'all. Have y'all seen the episode where basically they were talking about their friendship was breaking? And the whole episode was about how they were basically not friends and trying to navigate and still keep their business, being the Know For Sure podcast. They took that episode down, and I'm not shocked because it was so freaking bad. Literally the whole time I was listening to that, I was like, why would y'all post this? Like, it was literally like them bickering back and forth, back and forth. And that's when I was able to see that perception that you had about them respecting one another and understanding one another's love languages. Like, that was not true. Because seeing that dynamic, I was triggered, okay? I was extremely triggered. I'm a Megan, and I've had a lot of friends like B. Simone. Megan is very emotional. She's very sensitive. She's very deep. She wants to be loved as hard as she loves, right? And then B is very nonchalant. She acts as if nothing matters. I feel like she really don't care about much. I feel like there's a blessing, a low-key blessing with being nonchalant, because you just don't let things bother you. However, those type of friends do not mix with hardcore lover friends. You know what I mean? And man, I wish they still had that episode up. So if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all would understand what I'm talking about. But in that whole episode, B. Simone was basically belittling Megan's feelings the entire time. She was not trying to hear Megan out, not trying to hear Megan's side. It was her feelings, all about how she felt about everything. She did not care. And Megan kept saying like small things, like I don't remember verbatim, but it was like small things like, I don't get why we still can't be friends. I don't get why we can't work through this. I don't get. Megan's just in her feelings, which I understand because baby, I'm the same way. And B Simone is like, no, it's all good, fam. Like, it's all good. We just gonna do this. We gonna focus on the business, and like, if the friendship comes back, it comes back. Meanwhile, Megan is like, our friendship is what started the business. Like, why are you not caring to work on our friendship? Well, it's just a bit. Oh, y'all. Anyway, I can't really speak verbatim on what was said. Just know that it was horrible, and it, in my opinion, it showed B Simone's true colors, because the way that she handled Megan's feelings was so poor. I just expected better. And if I'm to be honest, I do like their dynamic, having a podcast together. But Megan holds it down, in my opinion, because she's always the one that goes deeper. She's always the one that brings in the Christian's perspective. Like, if I'm to be honest, I want Megan to get her own podcast. I do. This is really just me ranting y'all on the way to work. But the only reason that triggers me is because, like I said, I feel like all my life, I relate to Megan like 1,000%. Everything she says, I relate to it. I remember she had one episode where she was breaking down crying because she was trying to explain to B how it bothers her when people don't consider her the same way she considers them. Man, and when she said that, I said, I get her and she gets me. I am she and she is me. She said it's not like they have to, but it's the fact that they didn't think to do it. And I'm just like, that is so true. Because I feel like there's so many things when it comes to my friends that I'll consider. And then when it comes to me, that's not even a thought. And that hurts. And Meg is like, things that I would do for people, it's just never returned. So anyway, oh, that was good. I love Megan. But the reason that was a trigger for me, because like I said, all my life I've been a Megan, and I've had a lot of B Simone friends. And it just, honestly, it sucks. And it reminds me of this friend I used to have. You know, we've kind of lightly talked about friend trauma on my TikTok and kind of sparingly throughout my videos. But y'all, I used to have a best friend, and we were best friends from high school until like 2 years ago. I'm 27 now, and so I feel like until 2 years ago. And y'all, there was like always small things that she would do that I would kind of feel like she's not the nicest person, but I always tried to pass it off with, I mean, you're just emotional, Kenzie. You're just very sensitive. So you're probably just taking it that way, and she didn't mean it that way. Y'all kind of know how people say there's a little there's a little truth in every I'm just joking. There was a lot of that in this friendship. Long story short, y'all, I was best friends with somebody that I believe never truly liked me in the first place. And that really hurt my heart. And it really reminds me of like Lifetime movies, where in the Lifetime movie, like, they be like locked in, both, and one is mysteriously plotting. That's literally how I felt. Because after 5, 6, 7 years of friendship, y'all want to know how it ended? With me being ghosted. I remember it was like a snowstorm or whatever. The last text I had from her was, hey, can I come wash my clothes at your place because her pipes were frozen? And I said yes. That's the last text I have from that girl. And I think the next day, I don't know if I was calling her. I mean, probably. We were like the type of best friends. Like, we sit on the phone all day just talking about stuff. And I remember I tried to call her, found out I was blocked. Tried to look her up on social media, found out I was blocked. And I'm like, what did I do? To this day, still don't know what I did. And it bothers me so bad because, like, just kind of like, y'all always hear it, how women will give men 50,000 chances, but when it comes to their friends, they just drop them. But it's like, even with that being said, I don't know what I did to this girl. Still don't. I've heard some things, but like I said, I never got it from her mouth, so I don't know what I did. I'm over it now. I'm definitely over it now. I definitely wish her the best, but I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. So, found out I was blocked. When I tell you that was like the worst heartbreak and the hardest heartbreak I ever had to go through, like, outside of me having mama trauma, that hurt me to my core. Like, bawling, crying. I remember calling one of my Bible study girls and just crying, like, what happened? What did I do? Like, this is the last thing I need to be going through right now. Like things that I just never thought would happen, right? So I started going to the gym. Y'all know I love the gym, so I was already going to the gym anyway. I remember I was going to the gym. I would go at 4 in the morning, and mind you, she was always the type, I'm never going to go to the gym at 4 in the morning. You're crazy. That's crazy. Y'all, why she start coming to the gym at 4 in the morning with another girl kikiing in my face, ignoring me? Like, literally would be on a treadmill right in front of me with her friends, acting as if I did not exist. Talk about mind tricks and mind games. So the whole time I'm like, what is going on? And I'm not a confrontational person, so I'm not the type to be like, hey, what's up? What's your problem? I'm the type to like sit back and observe and be like, that's how you moving, bro? That's how you're moving. Like, and this went on for months, y'all. And I'm just like, I remember I would just go home every day and just cry. Like, this is not my life. Like, I really don't understand how or why this happened. And thankfully, that ex that I told you guys about, my little good sweetheart ex, he was so good to me in that season, because let me tell you something. I would come home and cry and cry and cry and tell him about it. And he was like, ain't no way my babe about to be going through this every morning over somebody who don't appreciate her. So y'all, he got a membership to that gym and would go with me every morning and like just be my rock through it, because like that was really hurtful. It was extremely hurtful. To this day, like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't have any hard feelings. I still love her. That was like, in my mind, clearly, she was my best friend, and I never would have thought our friendship would have ended, but clearly the Lord needed it to happen, because the friends that he's bringing me now, I see why that had to happen, because I wasn't, you know what I've learned? I'm such a loyal person. I'm not walking away from people that I love. So I have noticed that the Lord makes those people that I love walk away from me, because he knows I'm down. He knows I'm not going to leave. He makes them leave me because he knows he needs to fill them with better people. Because the friends that I have now, I would not change a thing. The friends that I have now cannot compare to what that was. The friends that I have now make me believe that we were never true friends in the first place. I'ma just say that. So everything definitely happens for a reason. I'm very thankful for it all now. You know, it's always easier to say it happens for a reason once it's over. But best believe, I don't know if it took me a year. I was depressed for a minute, because y'all already know I struggle with isolation. So I really just have my mama and her. And when I started having mama trauma, you know, mama's out. And then she left. I'm like, damn, I really ain't got nobody for real. You know, yes, I was in like Bible study at the time and things, but I still had a guard up to where I wasn't letting people in that way. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I think we started with just talking about the triggers that I had with B. Simone and Megan. It's just a lot, man. It's just a lot, and it's crazy. I've noticed something about myself. Like, the things that bother me most is when I just don't understand it. Like, I just don't get what happened. Like, if she would have just came to me as an adult and been like, hey, I love you, girl, but I really just feel like we're on two different types of time. Yes, my feelings still would have been hurt, absolutely. But that's just the grown and mature thing to do, where I would have been able to respectfully be like, dang, well, okay, I'm thankful I'm thankful that you told me how you feel. And it is what it is. Like I said, of course, yes, it would suck, but like, what am I going to do? You know, it's just kind of like breaking up with a partner. It's never easy to do, but it has to be done. I think that's the part that hurt the most, because to this day, I still don't understand what happened or why it happened. And the fact that she never thought I deserved a reason or an explanation from her. She never thought I deserved that. And I'm just like, dang, like, you was real life all about this girl, like anything that she needed. Like, I'm the type of friend, I was buying her air fryers because my baby said she wanted one. I said, baby, let me go get you an air fryer, because if I got an air fryer, baby, you need an air fryer. Like, it was just like small, simple things. That was my dog. And honestly, it makes me teary out a little bit to talk about it now. But I know that it is what it is and that it's okay. And so I really hope that she's living her best life right now. I feel like there's so much more I can say about this story, but y'all know I got to get to work. I really do hope that she's living her best life right now. Like I said, it's always going to be love there. I just wish things were handled differently. I wish things were handled better. And yeah, like, in real life just is what it is. It needed to happen, because like I said, I wasn't going to let her go. And just like my ex, who is now in prison, which may be another story time, I wasn't going to let her go. So the Lord made her leave me. And like I said, looking on it now, I'm thankful that it happened, and I wouldn't trade it for a thing, because these new friends I'm getting are solid. They are destiny accelerated. I don't know what's the word I'm thinking of, but they are pushing me to destiny. That's what I can say. The new friends that I'm getting now are destiny pushers. And I feel like I was hanging around people that weren't necessarily supporting me or like fueling me in any kind of way. Anyway, I did hear through the grapevine that I guess she was saying her problem with me was that I was too boy crazy. And y'all, I can be very honest. That's very true. When I was younger, I was extremely boy crazy. And with me being an emotional person, like, not only was I boy crazy, but I was extremely emotional. So y'all know boys is stupid. And so anytime they did something stupid, I'm crying. And I know she would be so sick of me. I know she would. I know she would. Because looking at me now, babe, I would be too. But you still don't just cut your friends off for that. Like, you could have just had a talk with me like, bruh, I'm tired of getting on this phone and talking to you about these dudes that ain't even worth your time. I'm gonna need you to boss up, or I can't. Why was that conversation ever had? Like I said, I guess it just wasn't worth it to her. But anywho, y'all, I'm about to go up in the 7-Eleven to get me some chips for my lunch today. And yeah, thank you. I hope I even post this, because I really ain't talked about this in a minute. So I'm gonna just end it on, if you have friends in your circle that kind of make you question or side eye if they really rocking with you or if they really love you, leave them. Because I feel like, just like a relationship with a partner, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you never want to be in a relationship where you're questioning, do you love me for real? Or if you're in a relationship, is they cheating on me? If you're ever in a predicament where you are questioning the love that somebody has for you that's supposed to be locked in, I think that's your intuition, and that's your gut saying something is wrong. Something is wrong. Something don't feel right. Because I remember I had a lot of small feelings, but I was like, no, that's my girl. No, that's my girl. And now, looking at everything like how everything transpired, I'm able to go back to all of those times and be like, she never really liked you for real. And that hurts my feelings, because I just see like the young, naive, happy-go-lucky Kenzie around. I feel like, I don't want to say a soul sucker. That's not what I want to say. But I feel like I have like a very bright light, And I was always around friends that would, in a sense, dim that light. Anyway, I'm going to get off this topic, but I'm all for it. Love them anyway. At the time, I didn't understand, but now that I'm older and I'm grown, I understand that she did what she needed to for her, for whatever reason. She did what she needed to. She did what was best for her in her life. And at the end of the day, that's all that you can do. Like, she needed to do that for her, and I'm happy for her. And I hope she's living her best life and has found friends that love her the way that she needs to be loved. And that's literally coming from the bottom of my heart. There is no malice. There is no hard feelings when I say that. Like, I truly understand she did what she needed to do. Everybody fights their own battles. They fight differently. And if that's what she needed to do to get by in her life, then baby, that's what my baby needed to do. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you for another random car chat, and I will talk to you later. Bye.